Join me for a brief meditation on the nature of time. Now, time's all in our heads. Albert Einstein told us more than 100 years ago that time was relative. He said, for physicists, the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. And now, this is really coming to the fore. As the industrial age crumbles and Newton's clockwork universe gives way to the complexity and unpredictability of the network world, a lot of our notions of time have become obsolete. Take the 8-hour day. It made sense when you were in a factory and everybody produced about the same amount per hour, and it makes no sense when a moment's inspiration can lead to a new patent or the major sale or a big change in the world. Or the daily newspaper, easily lampooned by Jon Stewart as carrying old news, yesterday's news. Hold it, parts of the world are faster than that now. Corporations issue annual reports, and what investor would wait for a full year to figure out what's going on with his or her investments? It's crazy. The whole financial sector, my God, it's a cyclical activity that cycles last for several years. And yet these people are paid annual bonuses, so they benefit from an upcycle. They're not punished for a down cycle. Maybe they should be asked to give the money back if that's what happens. Or one of my favorites, the 1-hour lecture. If you can only listen to somebody talk for 9 to 10 minutes, for God's sakes, universities would probably be more productive in terms of learning if they were a series of Ignite presentations instead of 1-hour lectures. The lectures that are given are often too far in advance of when the subject matter is to be used. So I can't remember trigonometry or Latin or a whole bunch of other things because I never had an opportunity to apply them. How can somebody think something like this up? Well, they can do it by thinking that there really is such a thing as an isolated hour, as if it's, just if it's meaningful to have a moment in time, when actually time is a flow. There's always something before, there's always something next. This is where we get the idea of the perpetual beta. It's always something next. Now, time itself is going faster, faster, faster. It's a property of networks that the denser their interconnections, the faster their cycle time. And if this isn't confusing enough, time is going at different rates in different fields. So nature's time is glacial, and the pace of fashion is frenetic. Not only that, but different people have different rates of time. So corporations seem to operate at the speed of the post office, whereas email used to seem fast. Now, for somebody with a BlackBerry or an iPhone, email is, why wait till you get to your computer? We want it now. So there's a clash when people with different rates hear the dog says, I'm afraid I don't understand all the reports of our upgrade having a delayed release date unless, wait a minute, how many people here didn't know I was speaking in dog months? Well, a lot of us are speaking in dog months these days. Phil Zimbardo, famous for the Stanford Prison Experiment, looked at how people's focus on the present or the future, or sometimes on the past, influences their lives. And he recounts a famous experiment where 4-year-olds were each given a marshmallow and told, when I come back, if you still got the marshmallow, I'll give you another one. Well, the people who were living in the now ate their marshmallows. The people who were more future-oriented waited for the next one. And 12 years later, those who ate the marshmallow, the now people, were moody and indecisive. Those who waited for the marshmallow, the future-oriented ones, were cooperative and confident. Their college board scores were 250 points higher. Corporations, I think, have the same sort of attitudes toward time. We can look at where they're focused and figure out where they're going to go. Well, the movie director Jean-Luc Godard said every film has a beginning, middle, and end, although not necessarily in that order. In this case, they are in that order, because that's all I've got to say. This is the end. Thank you very much.